Oh, she's staring into my soul. Taylor Swift's feet, they're worth a lot of money. I can't believe she didn't put it behind a paywall. I just really don't like fish and how big space is. Speak Now is coming. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Nena. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you, and if you're not new, thanks for coming back. So, Taylor Swift finally dropped the last video in the Midnight's trilogy, which was Lavender Haze. We kind of all knew was coming at some point. It was just a matter of time. And because she put out the trailer of all the Midnight's films, we knew that there was still one going to be released. We just didn't know when or which one, but it was pretty obvious that it was going to be Lavender Haze just because of all of the purple imagery and the haze and all of that. So that came out last week on Thursday night, or Friday at midnight, if you will. And so I filmed my reaction to that. So my initial reaction is always kind of, I don't know, I feel like I think a lot more and I don't react as much to the videos, and then I will watch it a few more times and then I'll get the Easter eggs and like all the other stuff. But I'm just gonna show you guys my initial reaction to the Lavender Haze video. I will insert that here, and after that we will talk more about the Easter eggs and the meanings and everything else that I have figured out since I've watched it a little bit more. Hello guys, welcome to the Lavender Haze reaction video. We are 24 minutes away from the premiere, and this is the screen currently. I'm watching it on my TV so I can get a bigger picture here. This was no surprise to anyone that this was the last video. People think there is gonna be Easter eggs for Speak Now, which I will be looking for diligently, hopefully. Also, in the teaser video she posted this morning, there's a lot of vinyls all over the ground, and many people have figured out that the vinyls are references to the songs on Midnights. Very creative, so I'm sure we'll see those vinyls in this video. I made a mocktail because it's still dry January, no wine or anything tonight. I'm sure, just like with all the other videos, I'm going to miss many Easter eggs the first time around, but I will do a more in-depth review of this after I watch it quite a few times. Also, I have my Meet Me at Midnight sweater on that I got from Etsy. I will link this down below. It's my favorite thing ever, and I've worn it way too many times, pretty much every other day. Obviously, the first lyrics of Lavender Haze and Midnights is Meet Me at Midnight, the official tagline. 13 minutes. It's in 2 minutes. We have Audrina phoning in.
In the house.
He's on the floor. I wonder why she waited to put this one last.
I don't know.
She should have just done like a Midnight's movie. Midnight's the musical. I'm proposing it. Oh, it says it'll begin shortly. It's 9 o'clock. Oh, it's like a midnight clock. It's like counting down. This is exciting. Wait, it's like, why is it pointed to after midnight? It's like 12:01.
Ah, it is.
Oh. 2, 1. Oh! The feet! Mastermind! Holy sh... Oh, she's staring into my soul. The incense! Okay. This is where she had the album photo shoot, for sure. Okay. Oh, we got the fog coming. Oh, she's dancing. He's just sleeping in the bed. Oh, she's on the couch. I like this outfit. Forecast? Oh, what the? Oh, is that wisteria? Oh, it's lavender. I'm stupid. Oh, she's gonna go inside the TV. Oh, there she goes. I like the aesthetics of this. I don't understand this scene. Now everyone's dancing in the Lavender Haze. Okay, she's looking into space. Oh, I don't like the fish. Oh, she pushed the wall down. Oh no. Oh, I don't like that. Ah. What the hell? Oh my god. I didn't like the last scene at all. Should we watch it again? She
Wait,
literally...
the toes are painted teal. What does that mean?
Yeah, the toes are painted bluish. Yeah, I don't know why she started with her feet.
Feet content.
Yeah, that's like Taylor Swift's feet. They're worth a lot of money. I can't believe she didn't put it behind a paywall.
Maybe she had a foot double.
Yeah, what if she did have a foot stunt double? Mastermind with the constellations. Oh, she's got her Midnight's vinyl playing incense. She directed it, of course, because she always does. More feet pics. I like her hair. Yeah, what's up with the weather forecast one? Okay, so it's 60 degrees. Oh, 13 degrees. How it... Okay, these numbers. Oh.
What?
He's the guy on the screen coming straight home to me. Ah, he's the weatherman.
It says forecast at midnight.
The 60 one is red. What does that mean? 60? I don't think that's probably not significant. It's 13 degrees in Nashville, though. I don't know if that's important. I'm proud of myself for putting that one together, though. But the fish. I don't like fish. I just really don't like fish and how big space is. They're all whispering. This is giving, like, Paris. Okay, wait. What's up with the table? What's on the table? I just noticed what kind of fish these are.
What are they?
They are koi fish. What first comes to mind? The koi fish guitar from the Speak Now era. The blue guitar with the fish swimming around it that she played on the Speak Now tour under the tree. Bam. Why else would she put koi fish in this? Speak Now is coming. There you have it. I'm gonna probably watch it a lot of more times and try to figure out all the Easter eggs, but see you guys later. So, as you can see, it just was not what I was expecting at all. We knew that there was going to be, obviously, like the purple haze and the purple milk bath, like all that kind of stuff, but I think this video is less of like filled with Easter eggs, and like I feel like Bejeweled was the video that she was able to have a lot of fun with creatively and also put a bunch of Easter eggs in it. And Antihero again didn't have a ton of Easter eggs in it. It was more of like a concept video to tell the story of the song, and I think this was more like that, where it was mostly telling the story of the song with a few little nods to other references in either the Midnight's album or just to Taylor's life in general. But let's get into it here. So this was the first video that Taylor Swift said that she wrote for the Midnight's album that kind of helped her conceptualize the album as a whole, which is interesting to note. The video opens with a close-up of Taylor's feet, and it was so funny to me and like not expecting that at all. But a lot of people have pointed out that this could be a parallel with our song because, again, our song starts with Taylor Swift painting her toes and it's like the same color, which is interesting that she chose to have a callback of that video because we haven't got the debut album re-released yet or have had any real Easter eggs about the debut album. So there's that, and then just in this opening scene there's a lot of little like references going on. We have the close-up of the incense burning, and that is a nod to Maroon where she says cleaning incense off your vinyl shelf again, and the vinyls are scattered around the floor and each vinyl kind of represents a different song from Midnight. So if you close up on them, there's a few that you can get right away. And so the first one was Mastermind and it had constellations on it. And so that one is referencing the first lyric in that song where it says, once upon a time, the planets and the fates and all the stars aligned. And the two constellations on the vinyl are Taylor's, which is Sagittarius, and Joe's, which is a Pisces. And so there's that little reference there that's cute. And then we know that during this Lavender Haze like filming, they were also doing the photo shoot for the album cover. And so in one of the album covers, you can see one of the vinyls has a labyrinth, a maze on it. So that's kind of connecting there. You can see close up more of these vinyls that are scattered around the ground in the Lavender Haze video. So that's kind of like an Easter egg that you kind of have to go search the other pictures to find, not just just in the music video, but I thought that was really interesting that all of those things were connected. And of course, the like most prominent one was the mastermind one. And then she's sitting on the edge of the bed and she has a rain cloud above her. And so this gave me a couple different things. It could be a reference to the lyric from Peace where it says, "The rain is always gonna come when you're standing with me," and also midnight rain, like it's midnight and she's got a rain cloud above her head. And all the while she's kind of pacing the room and like awake in the middle of the night. He's just sleeping very peacefully in the bed, and so there's like a contrast. It's like he doesn't care about all the other stuff, like he's not bothered by the outside stuff that kind of like plagues her every day. And that's when she's singing about how all of this is new to her. She's never had this be the situation before where the outside stuff doesn't bother the person that she's with. And then she's dancing all around the room in the purple smoke, the lavender haze, if you will. But again, since this is the first thing that she wrote for Midnights, it's kind of drives home the concept of Midnights, of things that keep her up at night. And she is awake at midnight, you know, pacing around her room. That just now reminds me of The Archer, you know, where she talks about, "I pace like a ghost, the room is on fire, invisible smoke." So it's, you know, just something that keeps her up at night. So I think that visual kind of just connects everything that she has talked about before with her unable to, you know, sleep at night because of some of these things, and then showing that contrast with the person she's with being okay with all of that. And then we have the second scene where she's, you know, watching TV. That outfit is my favorite look of the music video, the purple fur coat thing. The hair, the makeup, everything's just like beautiful. And then so she turns on the TV and he's on the TV. It took me a second in my reaction, if you saw, to figure out that was the reference from Karma. Karma is the guy on the screen coming straight home to me. So she's watching him on the TV and then she starts like crawling towards it and there's like lavender growing up all around her. And at first, I don't know, my mind went straight to Wisteria just because of the lakes, but then I remembered what the song was called and realized it was Lavender. And you could see on the screen that, you know, she has her lucky number 13. It's 13 degrees in Nashville, which, you know, I think that was just like a fun thing she wanted to put in there. But it says forecast at midnight and then it has rain, so that is a nod to midnight rain, of course. And then she kind of like peers into the TV and it's like space and koi fish swimming through space, which I don't like space or looking at it. It freaks me out and everything. And I also don't enjoy fish. So those two things together are not my favorite thing, but I understood the reference and the meaning of it. Personally, just not something I enjoyed watching. Of course, the koi fish is a reference to Speak Now because of the koi fish guitar that she played on the Speak Now tour. And this is the third time that these koi fish are being referenced in the Midnights videos, which is very interesting. In the Antihero video, she had the actual koi fish guitar in that video, and then in the Bejeweled music video, they had a koi fish detail on the Bejeweled castle, and then now we have the actual giant big koi fish. So I really love how those all connected. It's very satisfying. It could also be a reference to the Lover music video where she's swimming in that fishbowl. I feel like there's been a lot of themes about fish with Taylor for some reason, just feeling like she's in this fishbowl where everybody can see in on her life and it's just kind of like a spectacle. And I feel like in this music video she kind of flipped that, whereas now that fishbowl has become a safe space for her and like she just wants to stay in that little bubble with, you know, in her relationship. And then it moves on to the purple milk bath scene, which I just love aesthetically, whether there's meaning to it or not. It's like one of my favorite parts of the video, just how aesthetic it is. The purple is my favorite color, so the whole aesthetics of this video I really enjoyed watching. It was very pleasing to the eye. And then the scene of her lying in lavender could be a callback of her in the Our Song video, which is what I thought of, and other people also thought this as well. And I feel like this video has a lot of metaphor, that this lavender haze is like an all-encompassing thing, and I think she portrayed that visually, each scene that she had. In the first one, she's like all encompassed by the smoke. You can barely see her. She's just like, you know, pacing around her room in the smoke. And then the second scene, she's surrounded by lavender fields, and again, it's just like an all surrounding thing. And then she's in the purple milk bath, just kind of immersed in it. I think it just visually shows how overwhelming and all-encompassing that feeling is of being so in love with somebody, I guess. I don't know, that's just what I think. I think the only part that confuses me or I have a hard time figuring out if there's Easter eggs or the meaning of it is like the party scene with there's a bunch of people around. Kind of reminded me from the line in question where it's like, have you ever had someone kiss you in a crowded room? Like there's a crowded room. I think though, within those scenes, she's not looking around at anybody else. She's not focused on anyone else. They're just like locked in, looking at each other, not paying attention to what's going on around them. And I think that's what she was trying to portray with that scene. Throughout all the noise, it's just them together. They just seem to be in their own world entirely, which is like the fishbowl, you know? That like guarded privacy that she's been able to have throughout the past like however many years, 6 years. And then the camera is also closing up on people kind of like whispering to each other, gossiping, making me think of like the meaning of the song Paris, where it's like everybody can gossip around me. I didn't hear the news because I'm somewhere else. I'm like, you know, locked into the person that I'm with right now. People can talk, you know, in the actual song Lavender Haze where it goes talk your talk and go viral. It's like all these people can say these rumors so that they can go viral and kind of profit off of me, but just like get it out of my face. Like I don't care anymore. Now thinking about it, that was like a good way to portray that part of the song when she says, I just need this love spiral. It's like she doesn't even care that there's these rumors going viral. She just needs this. You know? Which is why I think this video is way more focused on the meaning of the song than throwing in a bunch of Easter eggs for other things that Taylor Swift is doing, although I think she gets a few of them in there. And then a lot of people have pointed out that there is a sun patch on his jean jacket, which kind of is a reference to Midnight Rain again. He was sunshine, I was Midnight Rain, she had the cloud, so there's that, you know, kind of contrast there. And then we get to the very last scene where she is like walking around the house again and she pushes the walls down and she's now in the middle of the space in koi fish situation, which, I don't know, I just do not like the thought of space, and so I understand it for sure, but visually was difficult for me to watch. A lot of people thought this was funny and that she was like making a reference to the Lover House, like we're done with the Lover House and all the like conspiracy theories about it and whatnot, kind of like breaking the walls down. I think that is a visual of like releasing control, you know? I think it's also her just kind of accepting that she is happy in her little bubble, in her little fishbowl, and that she doesn't want to leave. And it's like she has that last line where she's talking straight to the camera. She says, the lavender haze, I just want to stay. And so then she kind of pulls the cloud over her like a blanket, and it's just like a visual of like she doesn't plan on coming down from the clouds. She doesn't plan on coming out of this bubble anytime soon because it's actually been really good to have a private relationship. And that's just kind of where it ends there. A very quick video, I will say, because the song is pretty short itself. I would love to know your guys' thoughts and if I missed any of the Easter eggs. I think there's a few, like I would say the koi fish is a pretty big Easter egg for Speak Now, Taylor's version, especially because it was in all 3 of the music videos. So it was more of just like another connecting point for that. And then I think the last thing is just like, I saw that Taylor Nation had retweeted someone's tweet about Lavender Haze with 13 purple hearts. I think this backs up another theory that is from the Bejeweled video with the 13th level in the elevator being purple and that they all represent the albums and the 13th one is purple. Midnight's was the 12th album if we include the Taylor's versions, and Speak Now in turn would be the 13th album to come out. And so I feel like I'll die on this hill at this point that Speak Now is next. I have no idea when. I think she's letting Midnight's have its moment. Now that she's released all the videos, we don't know, it could be sooner. And of course she waited until Antihero dropped from the #1 spot to release Lavender Haze as a single because she just wanted to see how far that could go. So I definitely don't think she intended on releasing Lavender Haze this late. I think she just wanted to ride the wave with Antihero being #1 until, you know, eventually it dropped. Lavender Haze released because she didn't want to dethrone herself as #1, which is usually what happens when Taylor Swift comes out with a new song. But anyways, I think that's all I have for this video. I just wanted to share with you guys my reaction and my thoughts about the Easter eggs and the meanings behind this music video. Of course, if you think I missed anything, comment down below. I usually do. And let me know what other videos you want to see from me in the future. I'm always open to suggestions. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.